Hello users, so in this video we will work on the typing indicator, like whenever someone is sending us a message and we'll receive a notification of typing that the user is typing to us. So let's check the code. Okay, so to send, okay, first of all what we need to do is whenever someone is typing we need to fire an event to the particular user that the user is typing. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to target, or we can say we can call a function on change. We can say typing, and here create the function typing, and we just simply need to do an emit. We need to just emit an event, circuit dot emit user underscore typing, and we can pass ID and other user ID both, and the ID will be, you can say user ID will be user ID and other user ID will be other user ID. So what we can do is we will then send a message to this other user ID that this user is typing a message for you, right? So here in the node we will receive that event, and can say socket dot on user typing function data, and here we need to do what we can do. We can simply just emit another event. We can say user typing, and we simply just need to pass the data here, like which user is typing. We will send the event to the other user, and again here we can say we will receive that event socket dot on user typing function data. Okay, now here we need to check if the user who is typing is currently opened here or not. So we can say if data dot user ID is equal to other user ID here, then we can say also we need to set a target element here. We can say can assign an ID here, typing and we can just set an ID here, typing and here what we can do is whereas typing dot html, you can say typing. Okay, and by default it should be blank. Okay, and now let's check here if we are receiving or not the typing indicator. socket is not defined. Okay, so we need to put these function here. So if typing is not defined, okay, we are receiving an error. Okay, so here instead of calling a function, what we can do is we can directly target that input, and we can say dollar hash dot on change function, and we can emit actually let's first copy that thing. Yeah, so that's what I need to do. So as I send an event, now let's actually both the users are offline. So let's log in another window with Rahul. Okay, as you can see, Rahul is got online, and now we go to chat with Rahul, and as I start, I think we are gonna see the event or not. Let's console here. Actually, we are not receiving an event. Let's see what happens. Message input dot on change socket dot emit user typing. Okay, and here sockets data dot user ID. Okay, let's check if we are receiving here or not. Actually, we are not receiving any event here. Actually, yes, we are receiving. Okay, we receive when we stop the change. So we need to check here. We need to change it from change to on key up. let's see why we are not receiving any event here. Okay, keep up. We need to just try this and let's refresh the page, and here also we need to refresh, and let's see. No, we are not receiving anything, still not receiving anything. Check if we are receiving here or not. We are receiving the event here, but it's not emitting the event. I think socket.emit. Yes, we are on it, and can say I think there should have been error, I think. Yes, now we are receiving the event here, and I think also we can okay, so now we need also to receive event here also. So we are new user ID is 1 and other user ID is 3, so it should be received here. Okay, now we are emitting the event sockets with the name of user typing, and here socket.on user typing. It should receive an event. So let's see what happened here. Refresh it, refresh it. Okay, now we are receiving, and if you can see, we are receiving the event, and if I type here, he is not receiving any. User ID is 2, other user ID is 1, and here sending 1, and the user ID is 3, 2. No, I think other user ID we have opened the wrong one. We are setting with Ashish Sharma. Okay, so that's the problem. I have opened the chat of Dev instead of Rahul. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now he is receiving. He is receiving. Okay, now let's remove this thing. Now what we can do is we can say on, and user typing, we are receiving the data, and we are checking if the user ID, and if I am sending user ID, is one, user ID is 2, which is if data dot user ID is equals to other user ID, and other user ID is the user is opened, currently opened, right? I think we need to increase the size. Yes, as you can see, actually in the normal string, you can see here we got the typing status. Okay, so now you can see when I type anything, it's showing typing, but it will not get removed when I stop the typing. So we also need to track that thing also. So what we can do is we can just create a function here to, what we can do is we can set a callback function which will automatically remove this thing from this element. So to do that, what we can do is we can say clear typing, and what it will do is set timeout function, and in every 3 seconds this function will run, and it will automatically, HTML should be blank. Okay, so and we need to call this function when we receive a typing indicator. So when I start pressing it and when I stop it, the typing, it should automatically get removed. Let's see what happened here. Set timeout is not defined. Okay, so we had a typo here. Set timeout should be small, and now if I press, you can see typing, and as I stop the typing, it automatically gets removed. And now if I again start typing, it will say typing and automatically gets removed when I stop the typing. And if I continue to type, as you can see, it's now something bad is happening. So we also need to, actually what happening is that whenever we start typing, once we call that event, the set timeout will automatically get loaded in the set timeout function will run on every 3 seconds, even if we don't send the message. So we also need to clear that timeout whenever first we need to clear that timeout, and then we can call the set timeout to clear. So to clear timeout, we need to set it within a variable. We can say variabletout equals to this, and we also need to define it here globally. And now we can create a function clear timeout and here we can say clear timeout, and we can pass the timeout variable. Or we can clear time, just clear time. So what we need to do is we first need to clear the previous timeout, and then we can need to set timeout again. Now check that thing here, here. So okay, now again we received an error, clear timeout is not defined. So what happening is we had a typo here. Let's check it again. So let's start typing. Again we receive an error,tout is not defined. Okay, just remove this here and let's declare it at the outside. And now let's check. Okay, now we are not receiving any error, and as I stop typing it removes. And now let's type in current time. Now as you can see it's not removing, it's working perfectly and it's fine. I think let's also clear the console. One more thing which we can do is here is if I am on the chat of there, and if I send typing, it will not reflect here, and that's good thing actually. So this is all for now, and for and again now in this project, yeah, actually that's all for this video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.